You guys have picked the Indiana Pacers for me to use in this MyGM series. It was really only between the Pacers and the Kings because like 5 people chose the Trailblazers. I guess nobody cared about saving Damian. But anyway, we gonna do the Dynasty with the Pacers. We're gonna try and make Paul George top 10 small forwards of all time, hopefully top 5. So let's get right into this MyGM. Our goals and promises: we have to lose less than 31 games, which is going to be difficult, and we're going to have to open up $25 million in cap room. So with that being said, let's take a look at some player contracts. Monta Ellis, he is eating up a good amount of money with $10 million. He's a good player, but like he's undersized. I don't want my Indiana Pacers to be undersized. And we also have Rodney Stuckey, who's a combo guard. If I'm going to go combo, I want to be like the Warriors. I'm trying to build this team as a dynasty, and the Warriors have a bunch of players that can do a bunch of things. And I don't want undersized players that really can't be that versatile. So let's get into our big men, who is also lacking on this team because Paul George is our power forward. I personally hate small ball, so we're going to definitely need some size on this team, and the current big men we have aren't going to do that. We honestly traded centers with the Lakers, so we got Jordan Hill from them. They got Roy Hibbert, so now we're undersized, and like Jordan Hill is not like a good swap. Roy Hibbert did start to fall off, but he's still not a proper swap for Roy Hibbert. And now we're stuck with Ian Mahinmi at center. He's a good backup big man, but like as the starting C, it ain't happening. Lavoy Allen, he's a good rebounder, but other than that, he isn't doing anything for the team. So we definitely need to work on our interior. If we're trying to do anything with these Pacers, we're going to have to rebuild our big men. And I know just the guy that can help us do that. And his name is Rudy Gobert. This guy will be a perfect fit for this team. He's a solid lockdown paint defender, and he's too big for most people in the league. And look at his contract. The boy makes even less than Rodney Hood. He is so young, we can help him grow into a star. This is gonna be perfect for us. We need Rudy. Let's get into our season opener against Toronto. We decided to go with our secondary at the start of the fourth. That ended up biting us in the foot because Kyle Lowry exploited the mismatch of James Young. He knew that he was a rookie. Kyle Lowry, being the veteran that he is, he took him to the rim every play, and we had just a terrible start to that fourth quarter with our secondary out there. Kyle Lowry is just a man among boys. He scored 5 unanswered against us. He went off in that fourth quarter, but when we got Paul George back out on the court, things turned around. Everything started clicking right when we got Paul George out there. Him running a small ball power forward, it was just too much for Luis Scola to handle. But Kyle Lowry still being Kyle Lowry, no matter who's guarding him, he's going to fight his way to the rim. That's what I like about Kyle. This man, DeMar Derozan, thought he had a simple layup. My man Paul George told him, no, not today. That's the type of lockdown defense we need on the perimeter. That's why I don't want Paul George down in the post. And now we're giving up a dunk, and that ties up the game at 97. And great ball movement from Ian Mahinmi to hit the wide open George Hill. We did our thing when we actually got that ball moving. We got Ian Mahinmi cutting to the rim. This game, we had a good win, 106-99. Player of the game, Monta Ellis, he had 17. You can check the description for the box score. If Paul George is going to run that power forward, we are going to need him to work on his strength. So I've decided to train Paul George down in that post, build up some strength, put some meat on them bones so he can actually grind down there in the post just like Carmelo. Because if he's going to be the top 5 of all time, he's going to have to do more than Durant. He's definitely going to have to pass Durant, and what Durant can't do is post up, so we're going to want Paul George to be down in that post against most players. Another player I'm currently working on is Glenn Robinson III. I'm matching him up against the smaller players on our team so he could get more comfortable with ball handling, so he can get his lateral quickness up. So I got him playing point guard for my practice squad, so I can trust him in some occasions. But right now he's struggling. It's going to take a while for him to get there, but something I do like is that he can keep up with Monta Ellis on a fast break. This man is going to be good when we get him to where we need him to be, so we're going to keep our eyes on Glenn Robinson. He is my sleeper at the moment. Last but not least is Joseph Young. We going to need him to be a solid backup point guard, so I'm trying to get him comfortable running my sets, running the offense. So we're going to try to give him more sets, more reps in practice, so when the game day come, he's ready for prime time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because we got a lot more to do.